So, what I want to say is what I've been learning lately is that I am developing freedom in regards my ability to have fun and interact with my surroundings in a really very, very free or carefree, light-hearted, playful, creative, interactive with my surroundings way, like sliding under the things at the airport a little bit, like just being really, really sort of crazy, jokey, silly, playful, over the top, exaggerated, pretending with strangers. Like for example, today I was saying, yeah, I'm from the North Pole. They said like, they said they were from England and the UK and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, I'm from the North Pole originally, but right now I'm from Afghanistan, but I'm actually originally from the North Pole, but I'm from Alaska too. And I was just being very, very silly, and then they laugh and people joke and everyone plays and has fun. So like, what I've learned in the last year and a half is how free and energetic children are, how little they eat comparatively to adults who are stuffing their gobs and tiring themselves out all the time, how carefree and playful, imaginative, fun, and pretending and interactive with their surroundings children are, and how much children move their bodies. They're very, very engaging and like just playful and interactive with their life, with life around them. And how much adults like sit around, like, and I'm part of this, but I see others doing it too, like just sitting around and then overeating and then they're just tired. Children have so much more vitality, whereas adults are much tireder. With the extra powerful vitality, children also develop cold, flu-like symptoms, which are the body cleansing itself, and fevers at a very fast pace because they're very full of energy and vitality. Whereas adults who are devitalized and sick and more toxic don't have this energy to create a cold flu-like symptom, like typical cold flu-like symptoms. So they're devitalized and de-energized. But yeah, I really want you and all of us, because it feels so good, to get in touch with our inner child and to allow ourselves to be free. Because what I can see very, 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 very clearly is adults are carrying a huge amount of baggage. They're very heavy in their energy and their vibration. They're very stifled and stuck vibrationally speaking compared to children who are much more freer. Children are extremely light-hearted and free in the moment, having so much fun. All this basically means they're so much happier. They're having so much more fun. They're laughing and smiling and feeling happy and good so much more, both emotionally but also even in their bodies more. So what adults need to do is learn from the children, detoxify their bodies by stop overeating. I've been learning about how I've been an emotional eater all my life, and that's my only drug really. But it's a serious thing if I'm not aware of it. So I've been learning about this because I eat cooked foods too much, and I find it hard to stop sometimes. Generally in life and in the meal sometimes if there's a lot more available, and that makes me feel devitalized and de-energized, and just then if I sit around too longer then I feel tired. So I've been moving more, I've been playing more, been bending more, I've been ducking and diving and sliding and jogging and jumping more, all that sort of stuff. So adults need to move more, eat less, stop stuffing themselves basically, stop sitting around for long periods of time, and practice being free and interactive and playful with other people and life around them. Like today I was climbing trees, and just get in touch with life, guys and girls. I feel so much happier as a result. I feel fantastic, and my number one life hack at the moment for energy and well-being and happiness and good mood is green smoothies and green water. So I'd highly recommend getting green water, like having water. I'd recommend buying a distiller, or else at least reverse osmosis. But distiller's the best, but just get what you can get that's filtered at least, okay? Not tap water. So have that in the morning with some green powder or a fresh green juice. You can include fruits if you want fruit juice, but otherwise what I do is I just have water from my distiller, and I put in some like powder like herbs and superfood greens into my water. So instead of having water on its own, I have green water. And I'll put a link down below my web store for my Super Greens phenomenal formula with 25 amazing tonic powerful superfoods and herbs like nettle leaf, dandelion leaf, reishi, the queen of medicinal mushrooms, chaga, the king of medicinal mushrooms, like a little bit of licorice, gynostemma, Siberian ginseng. I think I may have, what else? There's all sorts of amazing things in there. Suma, ashwagandha, loads of kick-ass crazy adaptogens. So put that in your water, you feel phenomenal. I just got a review lately, someone taking Rejuvenate. I recommend Rejuvenate too. It's probably my main selling formula. Take that for you. It's for your adrenal glands and your kidneys and your energy. Take that with super greens and some water, you'll be kicking ass. So take that, and even just try the super greens, because that's probably even enough in many ways on its own, just one thing. And then I have a green smoothie then next for my food, which is just fruits, greens and water, and you feel phenomenal. Such a good mood booster. And yeah, other life hacks that I love are like cool showers or cold showers. But yeah, moving my body, being active. Don't be too stagnant sitting around for too long. Take breaks and move and drink green water. Deep breathing. Deep breathing is very important, because at the end of the day, we're not fish living in the sea, we're humans living in the air, and as much as fish need water, we need the air, and most of us shallow breathe. So practice deep breathing in your nose and out of your nose, in and out of the nose. So yeah, they're the main life hacks that I like the most at the moment. And with the green smoothie, you don't necessarily have to give up anything. You just have to include maybe a litre or more, 1 or 2 litres a day, whatever you want. That means 1 or 2 quarts for people living in America. So yeah, focus on awareness too, like mental and emotional growth and healing. Letting go, becoming very, very, what I'm also focusing on lately is like being very, very, very aware of my reactions and my triggers. And is it a very strong trigger, which I had around 2 weeks ago, or is it a medium trigger, or a medium strong, medium trigger, which I had a few days ago, or is it a minor trigger, which I have, on and off regularly enough in life, And I it's very important to not only know when you're triggered, or why, or what your main triggers are, and how you respond based on your past undigested emotions and traumas from childhood, but also what your beliefs are, and just basically what your triggers are, but also know the extent, the intensity of your triggers, like mild, medium, or strong. And then you're ready and prepared for the next time, and you understand yourself more, and you'll be able to respond much better for the positive well-being of everybody, for the healing and the promotion, the moving positively forward in life for everybody. So yeah, all of these things have been life-changing in my relationship. I'm also, another thing that I'm really, really learning so much about in life is, so one, how important it is to be childlike and to let ourselves be the child that's inside of us on occasion, when it's available and possible and appropriate, when we feel energetic enough and good in our bodies enough. To treat others like I like to be treated. For example, if I go into the bathroom, in the public bathroom, or any bathroom, I always like to leave the sink or the toilet exactly the way I'd love for it to be when I come in. Like, just don't leave all like flip flop and splashes and stuff everywhere. Clean it nicely, even clean the toilet. So talking to others like you'd like to be talked to is very, very important. This is what I said earlier, like, be very, 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 very particular and careful as much as possible how you talk to people who are upset with you or annoyed with you. Just try and be careful, everybody, and treat others like you'd like to be talked to. Talk to them like that way and treat them that way. I'm very aware of vibration, of how my energy is, like what's my emotional state. Am I up, down, medium, high, low, sad, depressed, excited? I know my vibration, because whatever way I am vibrationally, it's going to inspire me to say certain words and sentences and portray myself, express myself a certain way. It's also going to determine my mood, my body language, my facial expressions, my tone and intonation of the voice. So it's very important to know your vibration. Very, very important. Because then you know, is it a good time, and should I say these things, or should I wait for a better vibration on my behalf? Because are people going to hear me when I talk, when I have this vibration going on? A lot of the time people will feel your vibration empathically, and they won't respond very good if you're really upset or annoyed or upset, etc. like Another thing I'm learning is I don't want to talk too much about like you did that, you did you when you did this I felt upset, you did this, you did that, you did this. It's better to say I, because that sounds very critical. It's better to say I feel. Here's an example. I feel upset when this situation occurs. I take responsibility and accountability for my own emotions, but I know just as I affect you with my emotion, my vibration, you also affect me with your vibration. I know I affect you with my words and my behavior that isn't chosen carefully, and you happen to affect me with your words and actions that don't that you may not choose very carefully too. So I know I'm responsible for sometimes upsetting you, and how can we both like learn, improve for the future, and let's just like think about our behaviors, and let's just think about the situation, and then try learn from it and improve for the future. You know, you don't want to say too much I's. You don't want to sound or come across critical or like you're blaming or wrong, saying the other person's wrong. Very important. No one will hear you if they feel criticized. You have to be very, very careful. Even what I said there as an example could probably be definitely improved upon, to be honest. You don't insinuate wrongdoing, basically speaking. You want to allow others to, like, their own intelligence to reflect. You could even maybe just say, let's reflect upon this and see how we can improve. Like, when this happened, I felt upset. When this happened, I felt triggered. When this happened, I felt sad. But I'm not blaming you, and I want to take responsibility for my emotions, and I hope we can improve together, you know, and just be caring for each other. Maybe you could say that. That sounds better than the first one. Well, yeah, I think that's all I want to say, everyone. Like, it's very important to have fun, be free, and let your inner child live life. The last thing I'm learning is to be more responsible and divine masculine. So taking forward steps in life, taking charge, taking control of responsibilities, lightening the burden of your partner or other people in life, or other people you have responsibility over, like your children, for example. So being proactive, but also and taking charge and taking leadership to a certain degree, not power controlling, like not like dominance or bad stuff like that, but just forward go-getting, taking initiative, and also following through. They're divine masculine qualities, so I'm learning that too. I'm good with my divine feminine. I'm good with a bunch of other stuff. Good with the inner child stuff, but yeah, there are some other things that I'm working on. So just being transparent and honest and even vulnerable, if that's the right word. Okay, thanks for listening. Have a nice day. Lots of love to you. Yay. Thanks again for watching, and yeah, subscribe to, look at my links below, and subscribe to my other channels. Like, if you like my spirituality videos, join my spirituality only channel, because this main channel, like my main channel that I'm uploading this on, yeah, this has a bunch of too many topics. So subscribe to my herbs only channel, my physical health and detoxing and diet and raw food type of channel only. My wild green foraging superfoods channel. Then of course the spirituality channel, that's this, and personal empowerment, like self-healing, self-awareness, creating the best life possible, like vibrational well-being channel. So I'd love you to just subscribe to them, and yeah, leave me subscribe, friend, comment, befriend me on Facebook. Any questions or comments welcome, and yeah, have a lovely day. Thanks for watching. See ya.